The Virtual Protocol ecosystem is where the next wave of millionaires is being made. Mark my words, this cycle is going to make a lot of people rich. Welcome back to Gem Crypto. It's been a while since we dove deep into virtuals and a lot has changed. They have introduced the Genesis launch system, which lets you invest in tokens early, just like you were a VC, and guess what? Some of these tokens are already doing 100x returns. Tokens like Solace 200x, Virgen 130x, Iris launched at 220k FDV, hit 120 million, so a 600x. Even random tokens are giving at least 5x returns. So this video will be your ultimate guide of how to make money in the Virtuals Protocol ecosystem. If you want to start making serious gains, click the link in the description box below and let's go. Alright, so we are here on the first page of Genesis launch. So what is this? What am I looking at? Well, this is where you can earn early access to top projects through a point-based system. Forget about VC. On this platform, you are the VC and you now get a chance to invest early and find that 100x gems. Well, so what's great about Genesis launch is that all these tokens, they are fairly launched at, well, roughly 200k. Well, of course, it fluctuates a little bit because we are pledging in 120,000 virtual tokens. And with Virtual Protocol actually backing all these projects, it makes it easier to find that gems across the entire ecosystem. And that's why so many projects are launching here these days. So now, how do you start making money? You need to focus on Genesis points or Virgen points. These points are the foundation of the Virtuals ecosystem. The more Virgen points you get, that means you get a bigger pre-sale allocation. Well, you can earn these points through different ways. So scroll down, you have like how to earn points. Well, some of these ways require money, some don't. If you want to earn big without investing much, I'll show you exactly how to do it in just a second. First of all, and the easiest way out of all, is just you need to go to the website and sign up here every single day and you get points. Make sure you use the link in the description box below or my referral code to do so, because you'll help support the channel. So right now, I have already claimed my daily active bonus. This is actually quite smart for the platform to do so because the retention rate is crazy, and this is how the platform get people addicted to going every single day and just checking the points going up. So this is the first way of getting points without any money to get started. The other way is to yap about it. What it means is just like tweet about it. So all of these AI agents, if you're bullish on any of these, you can just like tweet about it. But personally, which is I think is like the smarter way of doing things, is to tweet about Vader. The reason why I say this is because Vader is doing their own yapping thing as well. If you tweet about Vader, you not only get eligible for Virtual's yapping rewards, but also Vader yapping rewards. So this is their own Vader yapping ecosystem they've got going. But if you are interested in Vader yapping as well, make sure you also stake a minimum of 10,000 Vader tokens and stake it for 360 days to be eligible of their own Vader yapping system. So if you do stake Vader and yap about Vader, you're not only getting the Virgin's point on the virtual ecosystem and also the Vader yapping points. That's why I call it 2 for 1. Another way of earning more Virgin points is through staking virtual. If you do stake virtual, try to opt for the longer period. I stake my virtual tokens for 2 years for maximum Virgin points, but I know these days a lot of people are complaining about the points dilution. Like if you have been in the virtuals ecosystem for, I don't know, like the past few weeks, then you do notice that your points get diluted, especially from just a few days ago. This is because a lot more users are signing up. Basically, there's like a 2x increase from last month for the users number, and the points distributed increasing by 3x in less than a month. So there's like a points dilution going on. You should be earning a lot more points compared to what you saw just like a few days ago. If you're not, then your points are getting diluted. So if you don't want your points get diluted, try to achieve all these tasks. So basically, try to buy these like secondary AI agents from like post TGE. So if you buy more of these AI agents, more than the amount you sell these AI agents, you get extra points. And once you buy these AI agents, you can also stake them for optimal points release. But just bear in mind, if you stake your AI agents and you try to like unstake them and sell them, there's a 14-day cooldown period, so that's something to consider as well. And once you've got your points, you need to pledge them and also pledge your virtual tokens, because otherwise you're gonna lose your Virgin Points in 30 days. So either use them for TGE allocation or you lose them forever. So if you saw there's like an AI agent you think there's potential, you pledge them. So basically, let's say I want to pledge to this token, DHB token, and then what you do is to go to the points, and also you need to have some virtuals in your wallet. So right now I have 5,900 points. So if I do want to pledge it, let's say I want to save my points for other AI agents that I saw potential as well. Maybe I only pledge like half of it, so like, I don't know, like 3,000. And then what you see is that like the suggested virtual tokens to commit. So make sure you have virtual tokens in your wallet. And what I suggest doing is just go with the max number you see here. So right now I'm going to put 143 virtual tokens. The reason why you should just put the max amount they suggested here is because like if the project get oversubscribed and your points or like your tokens get shared with other people, like this amount will get refunded. So what I'm saying is that like most of the time, you'll never get to use all of your virtual tokens that you committed. If the Virgin Points or the virtual tokens didn't get used, don't worry, you're gonna get a full refund, but just bear in mind, it might take up to a few hours. So don't worry, the money is there, it just takes time. And then the last way you can earn money from this ecosystem is to refer a friend. So I'll really appreciate if you guys use my referral code as well. However, one thing you guys need to bear in mind is that once you've got your tokens, your TGE tokens, and if it pumped a lot, and of course you need to take some profit, when you sell, you'll be in this cooldown period for 10 days. And it's extremely painful. But I mean, you've got to do what you've got to do, right? Like if the tokens is doing 100x, it's okay to take some profit off the table. But during those 10 days, you won't be able to earn any points from like virtual staking or theta staking. So it's very painful. One way to go around it is to create different wallets and separate your staking amount into those different wallets. You can do so even under your own referral code. Since they have this like 10-day cooldown period, you should really aim to invest into those like quality projects, quality AI agents that you think will gain like at least a 20x return. So now the question becomes, how do you find this like at least 20x gem? Well, first of all, very importantly, is to follow Theta on X, because this guy, he's moving mountains for Virtual's ecosystem. He's tweeting non-stop, and he does share some really valuable perspective that he has on certain projects. So definitely give him a follow. On top of his own Theta yapping system, he also got some like giveaway, so definitely follow him on X for whether it's perspective or some giveaways. But based on my personal experience on Virtual's protocol by trading the AI agents based on the past launches, upcoming launches, the types of product that get launched a lot are, well, first of all, security-focused products. Stuff like smart contract audit, security testing, transaction simulations. These are important. They provide real value, but they are really hard to scale and even harder to monetize. And they don't exactly grab community attention, because let's be real, you can't flex, oh, I saved you from a contract exploit as easily as you can flex, I made 10x gain trading this token. The second type that launch on Virtuals a lot is trading analytics. These tools directly target what most retail traders care about. How do I make money? But not all analytics tools are equal. The ones that do really well usually have some kind of edge, like proprietary data, unique signals, better sources of information, etc. That edge is what makes certain projects stand out, and this is where Virtuals is leaning heavily. The direction is very clear. It's about generating economic value through ACP or agent credential points, especially for for these early ACP clusters. So if the AI agent team can bring something unique to ACP, whether it's better data, better signals, or expertise no one else has, you get a credential boost which directly leads to price appreciation. Because we have seen this pattern play out in the first two ACP clusters. ACP projects are outperforming other virtual agents. Alright, now let's zoom into the Genesis launch itself. The Genesis structure honestly isn't ideal for typical VC-backed or angel-backed projects. Why? Because almost half of the token supply is being sold directly to the virtual community at just 200k FDV. That's incredibly low. What this means is that most teams launching here don't have huge upfront capital. They usually don't have the money to fully build before launching. But as we know, building a proper product takes money. You need to pay developers, you need to compete for AI inference, you need to pay for infrastructure operations, and most builders can't afford to self-fund for long. That's why a lot of these projects are launching very early, sometimes with just a roadmap or at best an early alpha version, even before having a full product. So when you actually see a project on virtuals that's already live on day one, already generating traction, already making revenue, that's rare. And honestly, those projects have a much higher chance of finding real product market fit inside the virtuals ecosystem. And this kind of leads me to the next section of this video. Let's now talk about the risk. Not gonna lie, the virtuals Genesis feels a little bit like a game of musical chairs. You have to get in early. Most of these Genesis launches follow the same pattern. The tokens launch and they pump really hard, like 100x, but after that, many start to dump. It's very profitable for now, but we all know at some point, this cycle won't keep going forever. So the big question is, can virtual Genesis survive in the long run? Well, the truth is, it doesn't need another hype cycle to succeed long term. What it really needs is for these AI agents and products to actually work, to keep delivering real value, build user base, and prove they can last. And not just one or two good projects, it needs a consistent pipeline of high quality projects launching on virtuals to keep the whole flywheel spinning. Because remember, unrealized gains aren't real gains. Your portfolio might look good on the chart, but until you actually take profit, it's just numbers on the screen. But overall, as of right now, I still see a ton of opportunities in this ecosystem. You can just pledge your points and put in a little bit of virtuals. You can easily triple your gains within a week. I've already made back all my staking money and have seen some exits on my returns. The system gives everyone a fair chance to participate. So if you want to earn points passively, you can stake virtuals and fader. But if you're more into engaging with the community, you can earn points through yapping. So do give it a try. If you want to help support the channel, use my referral code or link in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.